Hey, today we're going to talk about confidence, I think. Yeah. Yes, confidence. That's what we're going to say. Confidence. Where does your confidence come from? Who are you listening to? What are you allowing into your mind? What are you repeating to yourself about yourself? Who are you listening to? Are you listening to people that are pulling you up to the next level, encouraging your strengths, constructive, easy for me to say, giving you constructive criticism, areas that you can work on, but also that recognize your strengths or things that are unique about you and encouraging you and helping to pull you up to a higher place, to a higher level. Where is this coming from? Are you getting it from those people, or are you listening to, you may not know me. You may. I think my mom and my daughters and 5 other people. Pay attention. I don't know. I have no idea who these reach. I just hope that it reaches the one person that needs it for the day. Sometimes it's me. Most of the time it's me. So if I came up to you, back to the subject, and you don't know me, and I said, hey, let's just go over here and pick this up and take it and move on, and you don't know me, well, you may not put your confidence in that, right? In what I say, what I tell you to do, what I say about you, to you. But if I am someone that you know well, and I have been a part of encouraging you, building you up, helping you reach a higher level, then you're probably going to listen to me and have confidence in my words and in my actions, that they are true and good and for your good. Do you put your confidence in a person like that, in books like that, in videos like that, in friends like that, in mentors like that? Or are you listening to, I guess, the world? Are you listening to TikTok? Are you listening to shallow things? This is first thing and popped in my head. Are you listening to other people that are, talking about their numbers, their body count, talking about their body count? That's how many people you've had sex with. Yeah, that's a thing. And it's supposed to be, whoa, my body count is whatever. I don't even know what a bragging number would be. Because that's not confidence at all. At all. Why would you brag about being assertive about killing your body, about destroying your body, about destroying your soul? That's not something it's not. And those people are not confident people. It's an insecurity. To brag about something like that is from an insecurity, from shame, from some kind of guilt. It's not from a confidence, because if you had that kind of confidence, you wouldn't destroy yourself like that, and you wouldn't destroy the people around you like that. So who are you getting your confidence from? Who, what, where? What are you listening to? And I wanted to kind of say this. I say this all the time, and I came across some scriptures, and they just really made me laugh, because with my daughters, or I can hear, another parent saying it to their children, or a parent, I don't know if my mom ever, she might have. And I will say, I did not ask you a question. I did not ask a question. That was not a question. So when I ask them to do something, when I ask you to do something, and you start saying, well, what if, and what about, and oh, and maybe somebody else, or nay, shush it, shush, because I did not ask a question. And I've been in the Old Testament a lot. Must be my year for the Old Testament. And I know this shakes so poorly. Shakes poorly? It shakes so much. Anyway, and I giggle, because I can just hear God saying, I did not ask you a question. I did not ask a question. He says, he's talking to Moses. And this is when Moses is first getting ready to go talk to the Pharaoh about releasing the Israelites from slavery. And God says to Moses, he says, come now, let's go do this thing. Because those are the only 2 words I want to read right there. Come now, let's go do this thing. And Moses is like, whoa. whoa. Slow it down, rewind, slow that roll. Who am I that I should go to the Pharaoh? Who am I? Jesus says, come, or God says, come now. Come now, y'all. Come now, Moses. Come now, Amy. And I can see myself saying that. Oh, wait. Who am I? Who am I? You know, Moses, most of us know, we heard that he was slow to speak, so he had a stutter. Who am I to go speak to the Pharaoh? Who am I? But God didn't ask a question, and I can just hear him saying that I did not ask a question. Come now. And the thing he says after Moses doubts himself and says, wait a minute, are you sure? Are you sure? I don't think I'm the guy for the job. And God says, I will certainly be with you, my child. I love that because I can just hear him say, I did not ask a question. I said, come now. That means just come now. Sometimes we need to just shush it and do what we're told, don't we? Especially when it comes to God. Now, Moses was getting his confidence from God. Moses was with God. Moses spent time with God. Moses knew God. His confidence was coming from God, and he still doubted himself. But I'll tell you what, by the time they got to the Red Sea and God said, stretch out that rod, Moses did it. He had that much confidence in what God would do through him, in the confidence that he gained through God, through his knowledge of his heavenly Father, through his relationship, through his mutual abiding. That's another day, darn it. God says, abide in me and I will abide in you. Well, how do you abide in him? Where do we get that confidence? From abiding in him, from learning about him, from following the things that he tells us to do, from learning and listening and knowing who we are, because we already know we were fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalms tells us that. Psalms 139, somewhere in the teens. That's funny, somewhere in the teens. I don't know, 13, 14, 15. Psalm 139. We know we are fearfully and wonderfully made. There's nobody else like me. I am a one of a kind. So I already have that confidence. He created just me, only me, one and only me. So there's that should let me lay down in confidence every single night. So, I got a little sidetracked there, didn't I? But yes, Moses' confidence grew, didn't it? The more he had to rely on God, the more that he learned, he saw the miracles, he saw the things happen, the more confidence he had of how God will work through him. So his confidence grew. And by the time they got even to the Red Sea, he said, stretch out that rod. And he was like, all right, because I know something's going to happen because my confidence is in you, God. And I'm not going to doubt. And I'm not going to ask, wait a minute, shouldn't I hand this rod off to somebody else? What are you thinking? Are you sure? We should not doubt. We shouldn't ask those questions. And then I today, like randomly was, flipping and came into Joshua 1:13. And what Joshua was doing that's not really important for right now, because he was getting ready to go to battle, like insurmountable odds, into battle, into war. And God says, have I not commanded you? And there's a question mark, but I'm like a big question mark, exclamation point. Those go together. And I can just see God. Didn't I tell you? Joshua, have I not commanded you? Did I not tell you? Haven't I told you? Have we not gone over this before? Have I not commanded you? I might have had too much coffee today. Be strong and of good courage. Don't be afraid. Don't you dare be afraid. I am right here with you. I have already told you, haven't I? So you be strong and of good courage. Don't be dismayed. Don't be afraid. I'm with you wherever you go. Bam. Pow. Ooh, I love it. I'm with you. I'm with you wherever you go, no matter what's happening. Same thing with Moses. My dog just ran into me. Lovely. Love you, Moose. Sorry about that. I've had a heck of a time getting this going today, so somebody must really, really need this one, because I have fretted over it, and usually I just plop down and do these. But yes, come on, come now. I don't know what I look like. At least I'm in here. Sorry, I hope nobody has, not dementia, where you're dizzy all the time. I forget what that's called right now. But hasn't God told us that? Come on now. Come on now. And the more you know me, the more time we spend together, the more confident you become in yourself, the more confident we are, because we know we are fearfully and wonderfully made, because we have seen God work in our lives, because even when we doubt it and we question and we drag our feet a little bit, but we go ahead and we do it, and we see what God does with our efforts, with the actions that he's asking us to take, and then we see, oh my God, what you have done. That's where our confidence comes from. And we can be more strong and courageous. And we can, I want to read these last couple. I had these couple on my laptop. Are they even in here? Okay. So the more we abide in him and he abides in us, the more that we spend time knowing God, learning about God, knowing who I am through Christ, knowing how I am made, all of my inner workings, the more confidence I can have. And he tells us, to come boldly to his throne. There's a couple different verses there, and I can't think of any of those. To come boldly to his throne, to have confidence when we approach him. And when we approach him in confidence, and we already have spent time with him, the things that we ask, the things that we desire, the things that we strive for, they're already going to be in agreement with what he has planned for our life. Oh, so cool. So the more we get to know God, our Father, the more time we spend listening to him, like our parents, you never listen. I can just, isn't that true? And we do listen, whether we want to or not, it's still getting in there. So when we listen to God and we listen to how wonderfully made we are and how strong and powerful and incredible we are, the more we believe it, the more we lean on him, the more we learn from him, the more we allow him to work through us, and the more we just stand in confidence. That difference between conceit and confidence. Conceited kind of goes with arrogant and goes with, even when I was talking about the body counts a few minutes ago, conceit and arrogance usually hide some kind of insecurity, some kind of believed flaw within us. Confidence is just kind of, when you can just kind of put your shoulders down and back and hold your head high and just be who you are, and be genuine, and walk in love and authenticity. I strive so much. I always use the word transparent, to be more and more transparent. So, because that's what helps and encourages the people around me. I believe when I'm the more transparent I am. And then my dog is being a nuisance right now. Everything is just coming against me right now. Watch, this probably didn't even record. I just wanted to say these last two verses, and I have them on my laptop because I wanted to make sure I remembered them. My brain gets going and then I forget things. But 1 John 5:14 says, "This is the confidence that we have." This is the confidence that I have. Amy, this is the confidence you have. John, this is the confidence you have. Melissa, this is the confidence you have in approaching God. If we ask anything according to his will, which will already be in his will with the more time we spend with him and the more we learn about him and ourselves, we'll come to him in accordance with his will, and he hears us. And we can have the confidence that those prayers, the things that we ask for, they will be answered in his way, in his time. And then Philippians 1:6, I love this. Be confident of this, guys. Be confident of this, my child. Be confident of this. Lisa, be confident of this. That our Father, that your Father who began a good work in you, is going to complete it. He's going to carry it out to completion. until the day of Jesus Christ. And you can be sure of that. You are a good work. You are a good work. If you need to look in the mirror and say that, I am a good work. And start gaining your confidence from that if you're someone that hasn't been fed a lot of confidence. If you are someone that's been torn down by the world, spend more time with your Father, with your Heavenly Father, and know that you are a good work. I am a good work. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am a child of the King of the universe, of the Creator. Start with those things right there, right there. Boom, confidence. Let that be your foundation. And the next time that, God says, come on now, Moses, come on now, just stretch out that rod or go talk to that person with God's confidence that flows through you, with no fear. There are things that make us nervous, but when we know that we know that we know, that's what's going to happen. Just like today, I'm not even going to watch this because it was such a mess. But I knew that God wanted me to talk about confidence. Even when I started out, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I just didn't know how it was all going to go together. But the next time that God says to you, come now, didn't I tell you? Come now. Don't be like the first time that we listened and saw Moses say, oh, but wait a minute. Wait, are you sure? Wait, are you talking to me? You talking to me? Let's not be that person. Let's spend enough time with our Father. Start with that foundation that I know I am a good work. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I have really wonderful, unique traits about myself. Usually those quirks, I said this in something else, those quirks and idiosyncrasies are what make us. Those usually turn into our strengths and our gifts. So next time that God comes along and says, come on now, I need you to go do this. Just put your shoulders back in confidence and say, okay, I trust you, God. I know that you are for me and not against me. I know that you want what's good for me, what's best for me. I know that you have a plan and a purpose for my life. And maybe it's just this one thing that you're saying, come now. I'm going to listen. I'm listening to you right now, God. When you say, come now, I'm going to spend more time listening to you. I'm going to spend more time learning about you and learning about myself. And I'm going to stand in confidence. I'm going to stand in love and kindness and acceptance and gentleness. And I'm going to go ahead. Come now, Amy. Come now, my friends. And I'm going to listen. And I'm just going to walk in that confidence and assuredness that it's the right thing, it's the good thing, and that I can do it because my Father, my God, said, come now. And I'm just going to say, okay, let's go. Shoulders back, head up high. I am a good work, and I am here to do more good works. And hopefully I was a blessing to you today because I went ahead and I didn't say, oh my gosh, everything is a mess. I'm going to talk in circles. My dog is not leaving me alone and my stuff is all falling over. I am going to stand or sit in the confidence that God will use this for whoever needs to hear it today. So where does your confidence come from? Where does it come from? Who are you listening to? What are you listening to? And what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe the truth? Because you, my friend, are a good work. Have an awesome day, and hopefully somebody got an amen, sister.